What is up, Moose Knuckles? JJ back here from Run Pure Bets with another free pick for it. Sounds going to be Major League Baseball for Tuesday, June the 28th. Game's going to be played between the St. Louis Cardinals and Miami Marlins. Current betting spread is Cardinals minus 165, total 8.5. So we grabbed the dub with Houston money line plus 108 on the solo vid from Friday. Could have actually gotten as high as plus 115 pending the timing of your bet and, of course, your testicle size. But needless to say, it cashed. It was a wacky series, to be honest. So I was kind of fortunate or happy to slide a win in there. As for the live shows, I personally dropped a few units going 1 and 3. I actually think that's the first live show weekend in over 2 months where the live shows lost over 1 unit. Can you imagine? As I stated all year, MLB's been gracious to us at Run Pure Bets. And I know I lost a few bets this weekend right at the number with totals. But I've certainly won a bunch of bets with totals right at the number as well. And as I say, with totals, whether you're betting overs or unders, you're more or less trying to predict foot traffic and, RISP opportunities because, sometimes you'll bet overs and, you'll get bailed out by a few dingers. But, for the most part, you're really betting overs with the hopes of foot traffic and foot traffic leading to runs scored. If you're betting overs or, thinking there's going to be home runs or betting unders because you don't think there's going to be home runs, you're just not capping the sport the right way. Needless to say, again, been a really good season for me. And also Joey Works for making this sport his bitch too. But all around, we now aim to have another little 3-game winning streak on these solo videos with another play here. Also, kind of embarrassing, but I did have like a slight hamstring pull while doing a live NASCAR show on Sunday. Literally, just went to reach for the coffee and felt the tweak. I mean, tell me you're getting old without telling me, right? I mean, I had a similar incident like this in the past, but, nothing as egregious as this. I mean, while I had a torn labrum in my shoulder, I once sneezed with my hand on a kitchen counter, and it did pop my shoulder out. Imagine being this fragile. I'm literally like, Samuel Jackson in Unbreakable in Glass. I'm just waiting for the moment where I, force a shart and blow out my fucking spleen. I mean, anyway, take your vitamins, kids. Not those Flintstones chewables either. At that point, you're practically just eating Starbursts. Also, shout out to SaberSim. They got me this cool gear. I got the hat on too. However, they sent me larges. This thing is painted on. But needless to say, we're here. We're here. Much respect to SaberSim. I've been using them all year for draft optimizers, and obviously we're partnered with them at Run Pure. So, love everything over there. All right, so on to the play here. I actually think you folks are going to like this play. Number one, because it's not even fucking out yet. And number two, I think it's just going to be a semi-chalky play. Not that obviously you guys know, I would actually prefer these plays not to be chalky. But Cardinals first 5 minus a half run. I do expect this to be minus 115, minus 120 variety. I actually like this all the way up to minus 125. Current spread has this at 165 full game, which would normally result in about a minus 115 first 5 laying the half run. So we're going to go with that play. DK New Jersey should be the first to post it. Look, there's been a few things I've gotten right this year, obviously, right? LOL. And one of them has certainly been Dakota Hudson. Now, all I do is follow the breadcrumbs, and those are going to lead you to incredible home road splits. I love fading this dude on the road. I love backing him at home. He returns to his natural habitat tomorrow night, where he was last seen giving up frozen ropes to the Reds in his last start on the road, which was he was also tossing meatballs to the Brewers. But we don't overreact to small samples here, do we? You can often rely on Dakota to find himself in trouble, no matter whether he's home or on the road, but he often is able to wiggle himself out at Busch Stadium. Hudson's had some pretty bad reverse splits versus right-handed bats, but at home these numbers look much better, and home he will be. It's not exactly like the Marlins are tearing up the seams either with 3 runs or less in 4 straight entering Monday night's game. This is your typical get-right spot for a guy like Hudson, or he gets shelled again, but I'll take my chances at this soft price, just laying that half run. On the other side, of course, this is important. We have Braxton Garrett, who's a very susceptible left-hander. Sad news for him is he's drawing a Cardinals lineup which absolutely slays left-handed pitching, especially bad pitchers. And Garrett somehow has a sub-4 ERA with advanced numbers that back him up. But I personally see things a bit differently. It's a small sample to start, but he's actually getting rocked, giving up only a 13% soft contact rate. Now, that might be shown by his .390 batting average on balls in play, which is almost certainly to come down. But he's been like a magnet to finding the barrels of bats. A sub-400 WOBA to righties is quite alarming. And as for this Cardinals lineup, it's definitely missing a few cogs. Most recently, Harrison Bader. But this dude's been an auto out for months. I mean, I'm sure he'll be missed. Otherwise, this Cardinals lineup is still pretty deep. It doesn't have many places to hide for a left-handed pitcher. There is likely to be a lot of hard contact here from the Cards, and outs will likely be loud. Foot traffic should be plentiful for the Cards here. And I prefer first 5 as the Cards are really dealing with some pen issues. And the Cards, after seeing Pablo Lopez on Monday, should be seeing beach balls coming from Garrett in this spot. Now, I get the better starter here in Hudson, who throws much better at home against an inferior lefty, seeing one of the best teams in baseball versus southpaws. We only have to lay a half run here at a cheap price of likely 115, could be 120. Either way, love the spot all the way up to minus 125. Quite frankly, I haven't bet many first 5 run lines or laying that half run this year. But again, I love the price in this spot. So yes, Cardinals, first 5, minus half run, minus 115. That'll be at DK, New Jersey, probably in a few hours tonight. May the odds be ever in our favor. I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, thumbs up. Create some fake accounts more. Thumbs up. If you did not enjoy, hope you walk into a fucking stop sign. As always, drop comments below your thoughts in the vid. Let me know who you're betting for this MLB slate. I was very appreciative. The last video on Friday, some of you guys really chimed in the comments. Even Joey Work came out of hibernation. That's what happens when you fade his Yankees. Speaking of Joey Work, he'll have you covered for the next 2 nights in this sport. I'll be back with the PGA crew on Wednesday and then back Friday with another MLB play filled with live shows this weekend. Just because it's a holiday weekend doesn't mean we take off here. Spread is just busting up the Tennessee and Kegger with another profitable live show in NASCAR, as he often does. Check us out, runpurebets.com, see what we're all about. But with all this said, be sure to gamble responsibly, stay safe, and run pure, folks.